Laura Wallen was Teacher of the Year. So when she didn't show up for the first day of school, everybody knew something was up, especially because Laura was pregnant. And when she'd been missing for a week, the father of that baby got up in front of everyone they knew, and a whole bunch of TV cameras too, and he begged and begged for his girlfriend's return. He even held the hand of that girlfriend's mom.
If somebody has her, please understand that you've taken away a huge person in so many people's lives. Friends and family and students that she has. I know what she means to me. I know what she means to everybody else. And we just want to know if she's okay. We just want her back. Thank you.
Kind of tough to get your girlfriend back when you popped her in the head with a gun and then buried her, because that's what police say Tyler Tesler did, killing her 8 days before he cried his way through that entire press conference, even offering to forgive her for something that she may have done wrong. What a guy.
Laura, if you're listening, doesn't matter what's happened, doesn't matter what type of trouble. There's nothing we can't fix together.
Well, at least nothing that Laura did, because police say Tyler had done a lot, even before killing her. They say this Casanova had at least 2 other girlfriends before taking Laura to a field and telling her this is where we should build our home for our growing family. And that field ended up being the place they found her body 2 days after that press conference.
Remember any of your last conversations with her?
I'm sorry?
Any of your last conversations with her?
I don't know where she is. That's all. I don't know. I know we're all trying to do everything we can to find her, and I just pray that she's safe and she comes back. That's all I care about right now.
Well, if you believe the prosecutors, there might have been something else he cared a lot about, and that was, what if somebody finds Laura's body in that shallow grave? What story might I tell if they do? And boy, did Tyler Tesler have some stories. Really great. I mean, honestly, just great. At first, when they arrested Tyler for murder, just hours after they uncovered Laura's body, he reportedly said they'd been kidnapped by a group of men together as a couple, but that those nice men took Laura's life but spared his. Didn't say anything to the police back then, though. And then police say he told them something else, that, oh, wait a second, maybe Laura actually killed herself. That's it, yeah. She slammed into a post while we were on the porch because she was running at me with scissors, missed me, hit the post. I had to go bury that body. But then they kind of asked him, so how would she have gotten a bullet hole in her head? Well, then Tyler had another story for that. He said, oh, yeah, to that part, right. Well, I was afraid that, when I buried her, she might still actually be alive. So, like a gentleman, he shot her, put her out of her misery, because that's plausible.
I mean, I think leading up to the weekend that she's missing, I mean, I don't believe anybody has any inclination to think that something was wrong or...
Something was wrong? Something was really, really wrong. Because you thought she was doing something bad. The only bad thing she was doing was decomposing. That's the truth. With me, Kylie Khan. She's a reporter with CNN affiliate WDVM. CNN law enforcement contributor Steve Moore is with us as well. He's a former FBI agent and investigator. And defense attorney Emily Compagno joins me, too. First to you, Kylie Khan. That's a whole lot of whopping stories, but that's only just scraping the surface. He went on to talk about wanting to help Laura in her quest to disappear, that Laura wanted to make strange and get out of town. What was that about? What was he saying?
You know, it seems like every time I cover this story, he has a different account of what happened that day. And, you know, the thing that gets me is that it seems like he's almost blaming it on her rather than trying to take action or take responsibility for his actions.
Didn't he say she was pregnant with another man's child and that this was, you know, awful news for her and that he helped her to disappear because that's what she wanted?
Yeah, I have some court documents here that actually say that he consistently stated that she had been involved sexually with a former student.
Wow. And then wasn't he also making, you know, getting busy with maybe 2 other girlfriends as well? Aren't the police suggesting there were other women in the picture?
Yeah, I've heard about one other woman, and I know that I believe that she and Miss Wallen actually had maybe tried to have a conversation, but I don't know if that ever actually happened.
Looking back on this, as we began the story, and I mean, watching this press conference, this was a whole setup, by the way. For anyone who missed the story when we did it a few months ago, what you're seeing on your screen is Tyler Tessier putting his hand on his dead girlfriend's mother's lap and holding those hands, knowing full well at this point, if you believe the police, he had shot her and buried her in a shallow grave, and then went and did the crocodile tears thing, pleading for everyone to help find Laura, holding Laura's mother's hand. And that's Laura's dad on the far right. It makes your skin crawl to think of what could have been going on at this moment. But it's interesting because even after that, he admitted to taking Laura's phone after she went missing, and he admitted to texting Laura's sister, pretending to be Laura. And here's what he said. I'm like 95% sure Tyler, meaning him, is not the father. I'm probably going to lose my job over this. I'm going to try to get a hold of Antoine. Antoine happened to be a former ex-boyfriend of Laura's. Problem is Antoine doesn't spell his name A-N-T-W-A-N. Antoine actually spells his name A-N-T-O-I-N-E. And Laura Wallen would know that. That's how Tyler spelled Antoine, pretending to be Laura. It wasn't Laura. I want to bring in Steve Moore here. Steve, the inconsistencies abound. I may have missed some because I can't keep them all straight. That's never good in an investigation. It's even worse in a trial.
Yeah, it's devastating in a trial. I don't know who had a harder time, this guy, Tyler, keeping a straight face while he was saying that, or the cops who were listening, keeping from laughing at the ridiculous stories he was giving. I mean, this is pathetic. It's not going to go well for him if any of this gets into trial.
Especially with ballistics, because when you find a body and you find that the body was not buried mercifully, instead the body actually suffered a gunshot before being buried, that's also called forensics that they can bring into trial. Emily, to you about that, one of the things that's critical about all these different stories and all the inconsistencies and all that, like, honestly, it's just garbage. The garbage that he told people. She ran at me with scissors and banged her head, so I buried her to put her out of her misery, but she might have been alive, so I went back and shot her. You know, because it would have been nicer to die that way, and I didn't tell anybody about it. The issue is that he said something to the police, and this is critical. He said, when do I get to call my lawyer? He said, when do I get to call my lawyer? And the questions continued. And at another point, he said, can I talk to my lawyer, please? That does not bode well for the police in a trial. Why is that?
Right, because criminal procedure indicates such that if he does request an attorney, then questioning has to stop until he has representation with him. So what's difficult here is that we are all privy to the fact that he's had a million different stories and he kept changing his tune. And it's clear to us that this guy is bad news, but it's hard in the actual trial if this evidence is suppressed and if the judge grants the defense's motion to leave that inconsistency out, then the jury will never know about it. And in Maryland, you have to have a unanimous jury. So we need 12 people to buy into the fact that this guy now is being charged, by the way, with first-degree murder, which requires either an intent, you know, or planning. So it matters what prosecution's theory of the case is, because how they present it,
Emily,
they need unanimous buy-in.
Those jurors might be watching this TV show right now, but if they get on the panel, they'll be instructed, forget everything you know, which is very hard to unring that bell. Yeah, I want to thank you very much, Emily. I want to ask you to stick around as well. Steve Moore, as always, thank you for your expertise, and my thanks to Kylie Khan as well. 2 young children found dead in the back of an SUV. Their mother, seemingly distraught, even blaming others for their deaths. That is until the police say her story also began to unravel. The twisted tale that has landed her behind bars and charged with murdering her own kids.
Salonpas. We're the world leader in medicinal pain patches.
Our latest innovation, Salonpas Lidocaine, using hydrogel-based technology with the maximum strength lidocaine
You can buy without a prescription.
Salonpas Lidocaine. Nothing is proven stronger or more effective against pain.
Hey, we didn't have a homeowner's claim last year, so Allstate's giving us money back on our bill.
Seems fair. Didn't use it.
Wish we got money back on gym memberships.
Get money back
Hilarious.
with claim-free rewards. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
It was here. I couldn't catch my breath.
It was the last song of the night. Felt like my heart was skipping beats.
I went to the ER. They said I had AFib.
AFib? What's AFib?
I knew that meant I was at a greater risk